So, a while back I filmed this video on my channel called the iPhone SE Experience in 2025, and I mean the iPhone SE is still a pretty cool phone, but when using the phone, unfortunately I had to update the thing from iOS 12 to 15 just to test how usable the thing was today with modern apps. But I did my research beforehand, and there's this tool called turdus merula which actually lets us downgrade back to iOS 12, you know, given we save the blobs, which I have on this USB stick right here. So, let's get started. And as usual with these iOS modding apps, you're going to need Linux or Mac OS, and I mean, you really should only be using these to begin with anyways. Okay, so now let's verify we got everything in the right place. Let's click on our USB stick, scroll down, and ooh, okay, there's the blob. Yeah, we're good to go now. Alright, let's hit up Google. Apparently this is a common blackbird. What? Oh, okay, here's the tool. Experience your legacy devices like never before, and download for Linux. You guys don't have a .deb file? Really? I guess we could just work with this one. Okay, so we extract this file, we go into this folder, and where's the script? Oh, okay, inside a bin. Okay, so we gotta pull up the terminal for this, so let's copy the path. Pull up the terminal, let's change directory into there, and then /turdus merula. There we go. And apparently to downgrade, we gotta run this command with the shsh blob attached, and wait, don't we need like the actual firmware file itself? You know what, why don't we just pull up a guide? I'm starting to get lost. Alright, so I'm in the untethered jailbreak guide, and all we need is the shsh blobs we got, and an A9 device, which the iPhone SE is. Ooh, there we go. See, I knew we were missing something. We need the IPS file for 12.1.2. Wouldn't it be so cool if we could just downgrade to any version we wanted here? Apparently we have to also stop some systemctl process and start it up with specific arguments. It seems kind of sketch. Okay, so now we gotta open another terminal window and run this file on the blob itself. May as well keep that window open too, because we're gonna need that output for later. Alright, now the fun part, interfacing with the device itself. Alright, so it says plug the device into the computer, and then we gotta trust the computer. Allow. And now we have to enter recovery mode on the device. Recovery mode on the iPhones with the real home buttons is pretty easy. You turn the device off, and then you plug it in and hold the home button. Nice. And now we open a third terminal window. Alright, so we navigate back into that folder. What do you mean command not found? Oh, you know what? On Linux you gotta do // to run the script. How could I forget that? Now it works. Alright, so we gotta hit enter and then do DFU mode. So apparently what that did is jailbroke it inside DFU mode. And now to get the SHC block, which, oh yeah, I totally know what that is. We point this command to the IPSW file. Wait, what? Cannot be opened. Maybe the issue is because this thing is on external media. What if we just put it inside downloads? Same error. Oh, it's the IPSW file. Man, dude, I am on a roll with the stupidity today. Holy shit. Oh, damn, that's embarrassing. Now, apparently the only firmware we can use for this thing is 15.8.5, and I hope that doesn't cause any activation issues, but we really don't have any other options, so go for it. And nice, that worked. Alright, next up, we gotta actually read the documentation. First up, re-enter recovery mode on your device, which it already put it back in there. Then we run this command right here and replace generator with the block we just generated. Whoa, wait a second, what? Yeah, hey, sorry to interrupt your little video you're watching here, but I just gotta redo that one sec. I gotta listen to that again, hold on. Then we run this command right here and replace generator with the block we just generated. They're two separate things. I can't. This guy's too stupid. Holy shit. It says it was saved inside the block folder, right? What? There's nothing inside the block folder. Uh-oh. Is it somewhere else? Oh, there we go. It's inside the bin folder. Here it is. Okay, so this command with this file. Gotta go back into DFU mode. And now, finally, we just gotta put everything together and we should be back on iOS 12. First section of the command needs the blob. And then the block we just generated. You are about to do an erase restore. All data will be destroyed. I mean, all I had on the phone was a Bitcoin code, so nothing too important. Unexpected boot nonce hash. What? Did I do something wrong? I'm pretty sure I entered the command right. I guess I'll just go through this again off camera. See you in a sec. Apparently I literally meant 1 second, but I ran the first command again and it found a soft DFU mode device, which that's probably our issue right there. We gotta redo DFU mode. Same error again. Alright, kinda getting lost here. Thank God for nerds on Reddit, because this guy is in the exact same situation I did with an iPhone SE as well, and he did the untethered like I did, but the way he fixed it is he actually did a tethered restore and then did untethered, so let's get started with that. And I'm just realizing I missed the generator step for the untethered restore down here, but it's okay, we'll just start from scratch on the tethered one. Yeah, this time the command is a bit shorter, so hopefully it'll work. It's gonna have the same error again, right? Oh, wait. Ooh, this is different. Is it actually booting iOS 12? And we're getting a new error. Okay, this is major progress. It says waiting for a device to enter restore mode, and it seems like the iPhone itself is restoring, so maybe if we just redo this process again, we'll have a better result. Here's where it got stuck last time. Alright, so I tried this 4 times, and I'm just running into the same issue over and over again, so I think the next best thing to do is just to switch to Mac. And apparently untethered works out of the box on Mac, so we're going to use the generator command correctly this time. Now, one thing I missed the first time on Linux is I needed to put this actual generator key instead of the IPSW block. Okay, so now for the 6th time, let's run the same command again, and hopefully switching to Macs is all the fix we needed. Okay, so on Linux, this is where it stopped. Let's go! Switching to Mac was the fix we needed. And it's just taking us straight to the tethered one as well, so we don't gotta mess around with this anymore. Finally, I can play around with iOS 12. And status restore finished. Alright, let's take a look at our phone. And here it is, iOS 12 and the iPhone SE 1. Now, the reason I'm so excited to have this running on this phone again is because iOS 12 is just the peak of iOS. At least when it comes to stability. iOS 11 was like a buggy mess before this, so 12 just focused on smoothing everything out, and it's kind of just like a legendary release. We could really use another one of those today with iOS 26, huh? I am kind of curious if we can activate this thing, though. Will it? Activation lock. Oh, you know what? That's right, I didn't sign out to find my iPhone. And after logging in with our Apple ID, we can use the phone just fine. I honestly wasn't expecting this thing to activate, so that's pretty neat. This whole process is actually kind of making me want to find a device on iOS 9 or 10. Keep your iPhone up to date. No thank you. Oh yeah, Siri too. I bet it has like the old UI where it's like a ribbon across the bottom instead of like the weird orb. And that's it for setup. Let's bask in the glory of iOS 12. Oh yeah, it's the old UI design.
I didn't get that. Try tapping above to edit.
You didn't get that? Yeah, you don't get a lot of things, Siri. Can we hit up the App Store and start getting some apps for this thing? Oh, can't connect to the App Store. Wait, couldn't I do this on the iPhone 6? Yeah, the App Store works fine on my iOS 12 iPhone 6. I'm also signed into iTunes in the App Store, so let's just reboot and see if that fixes it. Still? Alright, you know what, let's just jailbreak this thing then. Oh, by the way, I took a look online and this guy has the same issue that I do with the App Store, and apparently the comments just say to leave the device on and try again, and it worked for the guy, so there's the issue fixed. Now, normally for this process I would use Legacy iOS Kit, but because it's a 64-bit device, I think we're gonna need check rain. If you destroy my iOS 12 install and I gotta do this all over again, I'm gonna be pissed. And checkmate. Oh, you know what? Wait a sec, where's Cydia? Oh, you know what? I remember doing this on the iPhone 6 a while back. You gotta change the language for it to show up. And, ooh, it's not Cydia, but it looks correct. There you go, install Cydia. And there we have it, a boring iPhone SE 1 on iOS 15 downgraded to iOS 12 with the jailbreak. Now, while you could have done this on something like an iPhone 5S or a 6 that runs 12 natively as the last version, it's really kind of underpowered. Like, why would I want to play with the A8 and the 1GB of RAM on the 6 when I could use the A9 with 2GB of RAM on the SE1? Now, there was a bunch of tweaks we could use to make iOS 12 more usable today, but I think that's about it for now. This is going to make a really nice iPod with a headphone jack and a perfect place to tinker with 2018 iOS. Mainly because, for me at least, 2018 was a really cool era to be into Apple. I mean, really only the phones, the Macs kind of sucked back then. Alright, well, thanks for watching it. Let me know down in the comments, do you want to see me play with Cydia on this device and try to make it more usable today? Or if you don't want that, just tell me what other tech projects you want me to do. Alright, I'll see you later.